It's that time of year again, and we have our Thanksgiving Day special, kind of our 3-pack of wines that we'll be drinking and sharing with family and friends at the table. And as I always talk about, Thanksgiving meal is so difficult to serve wines with because of the range of textures from, acidic cranberry sauce to very rich gravy, the flavors from earthy with gravy, kind of going back to the simple fruitiness of the cranberry sauce. And so there are certain wines that really lend themselves well to that. Typically they're wines that are not real oaky or tannic, wines that have beautiful acidity and are fresh and have very, very intense fruit. And so we've actually selected 3 wines for this Thanksgiving special. The very first release, and this is actually, you're going to be the very first ones to taste this. This is the 2016 vintage, but this is what's called a Brut Nature, and Nature means natural. So when sparkling wine, champagne are produced in the bottle, the wines go through the second fermentation and you trap the carbonation, and then typically before you put the final cork in, a little dosage, a little sweetness is added. And when we talk about brut or extra dry, that's a level of sweetness. If you don't add that, which is very, very rare, some of the great houses in Champagne do this and that, you call it natural or Natur in German. And so this is Riesling off of super steep vineyards that have not had any sugar or any dosage added to it. The back end, super yeasty, creamy, crazy beautiful. For me, it's the best sect that we've done so far out of the Mosel. So super beautiful. Next is a brand new vintage, and the greatest vintage I think that we have tasted so far of Domaine de Brave Régny. And Régny is the village. Very, very kind of has granite soils, a little bit of clay, and you get this beautiful spicy kind of raspberry, boysenberry kind of character, beautiful acid. And in reds, it's unusual to have malic acid. Malic acid's like that green apple acid. It's a super fruity, fresh, very creamy kind of texture, but something that stands out and is really pungent will actually stand up to those really strong flavors at the table. And then to finish up with, we have a wine out of our library. We held back about 3/4 of a pallet of the Jordi 2013, which is a one-time wine that we produced, where our dear friend Jordi from Priorat, Spain, that we make the Lo Americano with and the Pobladita, came in and blended 4 different varieties to his palate. We tasted everything that we had in the cellar on his visit in 2015 and basically let him take whatever he wanted. And this is a wine that is aged incredibly well, is layered, super complex in that, but it's very tender. The structure of the wine is really softened in the back end, and it's very, very complex. And so we're proud to offer these wines. They're $99 for the 3 bottles, so we discount them a little bit. And if you're interested, please let us know as soon as you can. There's certain wines that are very limited in terms of our ability to source. The Jordi in particular, we just don't have a lot of that right now. So anyway, cheers, and to the genie in the bottle.